Good evening and welcome to the Port Clinton City Council regular meeting of January 28th, 2014. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, the Lord's Prayer, and a moment of silence for our men and women serving overseas. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
thank you. In case you all don't know this yet, we have a new citizen in the city of Port Clinton. Her name is McKenna Nicole Hatfield, and she arrived Thursday, and she weighed 7 pounds and 1 ounce. She is here. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mike Snyder,
Present.
Ron Ackerman,
Present.
Gabe Velo,
Present.
Jerry Trolley,
Present.
Nicole DeFrias,
Present.
Margaret Phillips.
Present. Thank you. Council has received the minutes of the January 14th meeting. Could I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
So moved, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Could I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Trolley. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The chair notes that certification has been received regarding compliance with the rules of notification of this meeting. We will now go to the mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. First off, I personally would like to offer my condolences to the Hartlop family. Linda Hartlop's sister-in-law, Larry Hartlop, our county auditor, has lost his mom. So we definitely want to keep them in our prayers tonight and help support that family. And to go into something a little more pleasant, we do want to congratulate Cole and his wife for his beautiful baby girl. And along with that, I also like to welcome the recent appointed. She's not been sworn in yet, but Lisa Sardi. Look forward to working for you and filling that vacant seat up on Ms. Banco. I'm looking forward to that. I also, at the beginning of the meeting, I handed out a set of papers, and I had asked President Council if I could enter this into the Infrastructure Committee, which would give me that permission. And I asked Nicole DeFrias, the chair, to give me the opportunity at the very next infrastructure meeting to spend time with you to explain exactly what this is about. But this is a good way for you guys to read up a little bit, so that you have at least some idea of what we're talking about. So I look forward to that. And nothing else, ma'am, please.
Thank you. Treasurer's report.
My report was passed out tonight.
Thank you. Law director's report. Safety service director's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple of things. I appreciate everybody's patience. Obviously, the snow and the weather's been very tough. We talked with you as you came in today. We've tried to solve it sometimes. We've tried to do pretty much everything. It's been very, very difficult. I thought the guys did a great job of applying the snow and getting it off the streets. They worked all weekend. We had a couple more water breaks that we'll deal with later this week. It's been very, very difficult on the guys. And today we let one sit, just so everybody knows it was minus 40 wind chill. And I said, I'm not putting the guys in that kind of position today. So we will let it run till it was running to a catch basin, so we let it go today, and we will deal with that either tomorrow or Thursday. Thursday is supposed to get a break in temperatures. We'll try to salt some more. We did salt today again in some intersections to try. It's just not going to work, folks, at this time with the way the weather is. So, that's where we're at. I appreciate your patience. Ms. Hadley said that we had 6 accidents in the last week, so in theory, people have been driving pretty safely. Nothing major, I don't think, Chief, with any of that stuff.
No.
So I do appreciate everybody's patience. Most people are moving cars now. We're able to get around and plow the streets, so that's all good things. And the police have helped us with that. And they take the time to knock on doors and asking people to move, and most people have been receptive, so we really appreciate that. That's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you. Police chief's report.
Thank you, Madam President. I have a few things today. First, I too would like to offer our condolences to the Hartlock family. The 2014 Dodge Chargers and equipment have been ordered. We're 4 to 6 weeks on both. We'll get those in, equipped, and get them on the road. We do have buyers for the older cars, but we have to put them on Gov Deals. We're currently going through a computer upgrade and installation at the police department because of the Windows XP and Microsoft due to our software and CAD program. And lastly, the suspect in the vehicle entries has been identified. We are currently trying to get the property back and formalize what charges we are going to be charging the suspect and or suspects at this time. That's all I have, Madam President. Thank you very much. Sorry, and I too would like to welcome Ms. Sardi. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. The fire chief was here earlier, but he went out to answer a call. Under correspondence, I have from Mark Milligan, the Idaho County Prosecuting Attorney, the statistics from the drug task force that we fund. This year we decided to fund them at a lower rate for just this year, and so the end of this letter makes a plea for highly encouraging us to change that for next year. If you'd like to see the letter in full and the statistics, it will be on file. Also under correspondence, I have the minutes from the Emergency Services meeting of 1/21/14, the Parks and Recreation and Cemetery minutes from 1/21/14, the Finance Committee from 1/21/14, and the Treasurer's report that you received tonight of 12/31/13. I would entertain a motion to accept the correspondence as stated.
I will make a motion.
Thanks, Ms. Phillips. Could I have a second, Mr. O'Rourke? Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have no third reading of ordinances and resolutions. We will go to second readings of ordinances and resolutions, and I ask the clerk to please read by title and summary only, ordinance 01-14.
Ordinance 01-14, an ordinance to approve 2013 replacement pages to the Port Clinton codified ordinances and declaring an emergency.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance 01-14? Seeing none, we will move that for its third reading to the February 11th meeting. And we will now go to business from the floor, Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. Just two real quick things. First of all, I would like to wish you a happy belated birthday, Madam President. I understand Saturday was a milestone birthday, ended in a 0, so
Yes,
happy
it
birthday.
That's why we didn't bring that up.
Oh,
Yes, I did, and I would just tell you that it doesn't bother me to turn the age I did. I'm just amazed that I'm there.
And also, Mr. Trolley, happy anniversary today.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's all this evening.
Thank you. Wait, that's it? He's
I'm
ill.
ready for bed.
Mr. Ocker.
Such a surprise.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam President. A couple announcements. The Friends of the Park will be meeting on Tuesday, February 4th at 4 p.m. at St. Thomas Church in the Guild Hall. The regular scheduled Parks, Recreation, Cemetery meeting will occur, as far as I know, on February 11th at 6:30. I don't see a need to delay it this time. The open gym and swim for the community is once again underway at Port Clinton High School. And Mr. Colton, correct me if I'm incorrect at these times. They're Sundays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So both the pool and the gym are open for anyone for a nominal fee.
$3.
$3.
$7 a family.
So if you have a family, that sounds like a good deal to me. And one last announcement. I do believe the State of the Union address is on tonight at 9 o'clock. Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent. It's very important to find out what is planned by the executive office of our country. So it's a good thing to spend some time and find out what's going on. Always be politically aware. Thank you for your time tonight, Madam President.
Thank you. Mr. Velo.
Thank you, Madam President.
Planning and Development Committee will meet February 4th at 5:30 across the hall. I wanted to be the first one to bring up the State of the Union tonight at 9 o'clock, so I'll just reiterate what Mr. Ortman said. Please go and watch, regardless of your political persuasion. It's always good to be engaged. And I want to extend the thoughts of from my family to yours, Madam President, and the rest of the Hartlove family this week. Thank you.
Mr. Tiroli.
Yes, emergency services next meeting will be February 18th at 5:30. Just a few things. Saturday morning, I had an opportunity to ride with Troy Whiteside as they were plowing. Guys are doing a phenomenal job out there under conditions that I wouldn't want to be working under. We have to, as citizens, we have to have patience with these guys. If you see them coming down the road, pull over, let them go by. Don't act like they're not coming at you. They need room to work. We get measurable snow that needs to be plowed. Just move your car. Don't wait for snow emergencies. Just give these guys credit when you see them. Okay, cemetery, Friends of the Cemetery. In the near future, they'll be having a couple of fundraisers. One will be a Polish dinner, date to be announced, and we're putting together an antique roadshow. You're going to bring your antiques in, give them appraised, and go from there. And of course, that date will be announced in the future. Other than that, Trolley family wishes prayers to the Hartlove family.
Thank you. Mr. Freitas.
February 4th at 6:30, we will have an infrastructure meeting. We had a last month, the City Hall was closed, so we didn't have one, and so we will for sure be having one. No snow. February 4th. Also, I would like to welcome Mrs. Sardi as our newest member of council, and I'm looking forward to working with her. And I would like to extend our condolences to the Hartlove family and who's passed on. That's all I have.
Ms. Phillips.
Thoughts again to the Hartloves, and be sure I agree with everybody's comments tonight were exactly on target. If you don't know what's going on, it's your own fault. I've always felt that all my life. If you don't want to know what's going on, just put your head in the sand. All right. First thing, laws, rules, and ordinances. That will be meeting on the 4th Tuesday at 6:30. We were to have met today, but I thought that the mayor's meeting was a little more important.
Thank you.
But we are going to be talking about making Port Clinton's laws, rules, and ordinances fit with what goes on from the state level, because I understand there are some things that are off kilter. Also, the only real questions I've had from people, a negative one, is why aren't they putting down salt? I checked with Eric Peterson, who was here earlier. He said salt works best at about 20 degrees, correct? We've had like minus whatever. The salt's not going to work. And it's just no way. So people have to have some patience. They really do. I think we'll be okay. It's just been a ugly winter.
Okay, I just have one comment. Mrs. Springer, it's that time of year, everybody, and Mrs. Springer gave you your forms. It is time to file our ethics commission. We used to get a little work page. You don't get those anymore. You file online. For those who just came on council, you may wonder why you got them, and you have to file them because you were a candidate last year. So you have until April 15th. If it takes you more than 15 minutes to do this, you're spent too much time on it. And like I said, it only takes, I have been fined before, so for not filing timely, so file timely. And this will not be the first time I mention it. You'll hear me mention it through until April 15th. Also, for anybody who has a campaign fund, your campaign reports are due January 31st. So get those done too. Members of the audience, Mr. Yonke.
Jerry Yonke, 117 Cedar Street. Mayor, have you heard anything from Mr. Rose about the proposed development?
Nothing as of yet. We're all still waiting for the blood samples and the site permit.
Okay, environmental study hasn't come back yet then?
No.
Okay.
Anybody
Thank you.
else?
I'm sorry to hear about Bonnie. That's too bad, Miss Sartloff.
Thank you. Mr. Holman?
Larry Holman, 419 West 6th Street. First of all, I'd like to welcome Wayne Hunsinger to the Tree Commission. Second of all, I would like to have council take a look at the light on Jefferson and 4th to see if there's a need for it now since the junior high is gone. We've eliminated the one on Fulton 2nd, it worked. We've eliminated the one on 6th and Jefferson has worked. To save the city some money, I'm often wondering if it's feasible to do away with that. Third of all, today is National Blueberry Pancake Day. For those people
Sounds good to me.
And I really appreciate the floor time, Madam President.
Thank you. Anybody else this evening? Ms. Sigmund?
Roseanne Hickman, 317 Walnut. I just have an announcement to make. On Friday, February 7th at 7 p.m., we will have a special screening of Heroes Behind the Badge, Sacrifice and Survival. This is the follow-up documentary to the film that was shown here a year and a half ago. The producer will be flying in for a question and answer following it. We have bagpipers coming. The Cub Scouts will be participating, as well as Ottawa County Sheriff's Honor Guard. The producer is a retired Miami-Dade detective, and he's pretty incredible. So they did this follow-up film to their first feature, and this one actually has some stories of those who have survived in the line of duty injuries. Lindsay Winfield's husband, Corey Winfield, will be one of our guest speakers. His brother was Brandy Winfield, who was a Marion County Sheriff deputy killed in 2004, I believe. And Corey himself was injured following his shift at work in Marion City. So they will be our guest speakers also. Tickets are $15. They are available at the Port Clinton Police Department, Perfect Color Hair and Tan, and from any Fraternal Order of Police Associate member, our local lodge, Ottawa County. The proceeds from this will be benefiting the National Law Enforcement Officer Memorial Fund in DC fund. So I encourage all of you to come out and see it. The last film was pretty cool, and I think we had probably about 250 people show up. So it's at the PAC, again, Friday, February 7th at 7 p.m. So if you have any questions, let me know, or contact one of the guys at the police department. Thank you.
Lindsay Winfield works with me. If you have not had an opportunity to hear her and her husband speak, take the opportunity. It is an incredible story of family survival in the world of the police force. Like I said, take the opportunity to hear him. It is an incredible story.
I guarantee if you see them, you won't complain about the snow we have.
Yeah. Anybody else see Mr. Yonke?
Jerry Yonke, 117 Cedar Street again. Mr. Colston, we had an interesting problem crop up at the last council meeting where the fella got a ticket for making a J-turn downtown with the double yellow lines, no signs. What's the real ruling on that, do you know?
I haven't heard anything from the court in that regard.
Okay.
I don't know what they ruled on. And I'm not sure he was cited for J-turn. I think he was cited for crossing the yellow line and something else. We weren't involved in it. It was down through the prosecutor's office.
So I would think that the yellow lines should be removed if there's no signs, if you're allowed to make a J-turn, just for...
That's your opinion, I guess.
Well,
You stated it.
ever since then, I've been aware of the double yellow line when I go downtown, so what do I do, you know?
Anyone else this evening?
Roger Smith, 218 West 4th Street. Is the city of Port Clinton going to send a couple people to Toledo to support the two lost firefighters?
I will tell you, I had a conversation with our fire chief, Ken Johnson. They will support their brothers, absolutely.
Good.
Anyone else this evening? Seeing no one other comments, I will ask Mr. Snyder for a motion to adjourn.
move this august body adjourn.
Thank you. Could I have a second?
Second, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Belo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned.